Through the series of JavaScript simple project, today we're going to create a simple password generator using JavaScript. As you see here, I have an input type that I can set some number here, and another input type to represent our password here. And as you see here, if I click, I can't type anything. And we have this button that if I click on, it's going to generate a random password according to this number. If I increase this one and click on a generate again, you see that this password got longer, and every time I click on, it's going to generate a random password and unique every time we click on. So let's create it out, but before we start writing codes, make sure to subscribe my channel for more videos just like this one. So here I'm gonna declare an input type, and its type is going to be number. We're gonna set the main property to it, which is 5, and the max, which is 30. I think that's enough. We're gonna say a value to it, and we're gonna say 5. If the user didn't set any number to this, by default it's going to be 5. And we need another input type. Actually, we have to give it an ID, so I say ID, and its ID is number. And we need another input type, so I say input type, and its type is going to be text, and I'm gonna give it a placeholder of password. And the other thing here we need as an ID, I'm gonna set as ID to password. And the last thing we have here is a property called read only. If you didn't know about the read only, it's going to make an element to be only readable. We can't type anything on that element. So here I'm gonna declare a button. I'm gonna give it an ID of button. So I'm gonna give it this generate password. So that's enough. Now we're gonna dive in JavaScript. I didn't set any style to it, sorry for. You can make it look better by yourself. So I'm gonna open up the script tag, and also I didn't set this in a separate JS file. So we're gonna access each element that we declared here. The first one is number of character. So I'm gonna say document, and if you didn't know why I declared this variable, it's going to get the number of the character and or the number of the password length that we wanted to generate. So I say document dot get element by ID, and its ID is number. And then we need another one, so here I'm gonna call it holder and assign it to document dot get element by ID, and its ID is password. So we need the last one, which is the button, so I say button and assign it to the document dot get element by ID, and its ID is button. So now we're gonna declare a function for generating password. I'm gonna call it generate password. And inside this, it's going to take no parameters. Now I'm gonna declare a variable, call it characters. I don't know. Typing characters is a few hard for me, so I say I'm gonna pass some characters here. First of all, I open up the double or single quotation. Inside this, we're gonna pass all the numbers that we need, all the symbols that we need to, and we're gonna type the alphabet. So I say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. You will learn English, but you will learn too. So I'm gonna declare another variable, call it password length. And in the password length, we're gonna pass the we're gonna get the number of the character value. So that's done. Now we're gonna declare another variable here, call it password, and assign it to password, and assign it to nothing for now. We want to loop through over these and get some random of them. So I'm gonna declare a for loop, and we're gonna say let I till equal to 0 till I is less than password length what we're gonna do, length, until it's less than, we're gonna increment to the I. And after that, here I'm gonna declare a variable called random password. We're gonna assign it to the math.floor. If you didn't know about the math.floor, is going to get over of the floating point from a number. Then we're gonna declare the math.random. And if you didn't know about the math.random, it's going to generate a random number between 0 and 1. Because we floor it, it's going to generate only number between 1. So, and we're gonna multiply it by characters dot length, which is the length of this. And whatever the length of the password will be is going to generate a random number according to that. And done. I'm gonna declare not declare another variable, so say password. And in this password, we're gonna concatenate all the values which came from here. So here I'm gonna say characters dot substring. If you don't know about the substring, it's going to take two parameters: the start point from where to where the characters should be represented. As this first parameter, I'm gonna pass the random password. Password. Random password. A random. Thank you. Visual Studio. Password random password, and we're only going to concatenate it with a 1. And then we create the logic of our password generator. We have to only represent it. So I say holder dot value, and its value is going to be the password. And holder is this variable, which is this one that we set here. And in real, this is going to be this one. So now if I save it, and our application is looking like this, we didn't call that function, we have to call that function. So on the on click of the button, we wanted to call that function. So here I'm gonna come and say button dot add event listener, and in this event listener, we wanted to, whenever the user click on, if I type it right, click, yes, and we wanted to call this function, this one. So here I'm gonna say generate password. Should we pass its parentheses? No, you don't have to pass its parentheses when you call a function in an add event listener. If you pass, it's going to return all the functionality of the function. So now if I save it, go to the browser, refresh, and now if I click on generate, it's going to generate a random password for me. Now we can increase this. I told you that it's going to generate password according to this. Now if I click on generate password, it's going to get longer. So hope you enjoy and understand and learn something from me. If you really understand and learn something, make sure to subscribe to you can support me. So take care, and I'll see you in the next tutorial episode in simple project. Bye.